Hi, and welcome to the Midnight to Morning video series that focuses on the next 2,000 years in the life of the Bride of Christ. We've been focusing on the first millennium that begins at midnight in age-to-age timekeeping, which is happening now. But during the midnight hour, the Bride of Christ receives hidden manna in the form of a key of seven thunders, sealed within a little scroll of Revelation 10 and revealed in the storytelling template of Genesis 1. Now, the seven thunders provide the Bride of Christ with an age-to-age timekeeping perspective that illuminates seven time periods consisting of 4,200 years from the time of the cross to the time of the seventh trumpet. That said, let's consider the fifth letter to the angel of the church of Sardis, which leads us into the second millennium. And to the angel of the church of Sardis write, these are the words of him who has the seven spirits of God and the seven stars. Now, the seven spirits of God are the seven thunders on this timekeeping key, and the seven stars are the seven angels of the seven churches. So you see, it is assumed in the fifth letter that the people who lived in the church of Thyatira, the fourth letter, and that's us, passed the key of seven thunders to the people of Sardis. Now the letter to Sardis continues. Remember then what you've received and heard. Obey it and repent. And if you do not wake up, I will come like a thief, and you will not know at what hour I will come. Again, receiving the seven thunders is a midnight hour wake-up call that the people of Thyatira, that's us, must pass on to the people in the church of Sardis. Also, the fifth letter to the church of Sardis mentions white robes, yet you have still a few people in Sardis who have not soiled their clothes. They will walk with me dressed in white, for they are worthy. Now, if you conquer, you will be clothed like them in white robes, and I will not erase your name from the book of life. I will confess your name before my Father and before his angels. Now, again, the white robes mentioned in this letter indicate that the future generations will have learned how the spiritual purity of white light is attained. Now, as the Bride of Christ moves into the second millennium, we must open the sixth letter to the angel of the church of Philadelphia. The sixth letter begins with these words, and to the angel of the church of Philadelphia write, these are the words of the Holy One, the true One, who has the key of David, who opens and no one will shut, who shuts and no one opens. Now the key of seven thunders is the key of the house of David in Isaiah 22, and the key of David in the possession of the Holy and True One in the sixth letter to the angel of the church of Philadelphia. They are all symbolic names to this same key. So when John writes, then I saw an angel coming down from heaven, holding in his hand the key to the bottomless pit and a great chain. John is seeing an angel with the key of David in his hand at the onset to the second millennium. And the angel is the risen Christ. Now, the key of David refers to the seven thunders as the key of universal communication based on the images of creation, a common spiritual tongue, which will facilitate the gathering of nations before the throne of the Lamb. To understand the simple connection between the key of David and a common tongue, we must turn to the prophetic words of Isaiah 22:22, where the key of the house of David is placed on the shoulders of Eliakim, son of Hilkiah. Eliakim became the palace administrator in King Hezekiah's court. And if you follow Eliakim into Isaiah 36, when the field commander in King Sennacherib's army verbally threatened violence and war against King Hezekiah and his people, you will hear Eliakim speak these words. Please speak to your servants in Aramaic, since this is the language we understand. Now, Aramaic was the common diplomatic tongue spoken among all peace-seeking nations in Eliakim's day. So the key of David, mentioned at the onset of the second millennium within the 6th letter to the Church of Philadelphia, reveals that it will be a non-violent, universal language that will open the bottomless pit, seize the dragon, throw the dragon into the pit, lock it and seal it over the Satan for 1,000 years. And that is the key of seven thunders. The key given to the star to open the shaft of the abyss in Revelation 9 and the key to the bottomless pit in the hand of the angel in Revelation 20 are the same keys. The difference is how the key of seven thunders is used. The key is first used for timekeeping purposes. It is the key given to the star who opens the shaft of the abyss in Revelation 9, that sacred place between mind and heart. But the second usage of the key for the second millennium is for communication purposes. It opens the bottomless pit, the void of yesterday, where humanity's violent, warring tendencies become a thing of the past. Next up, chaining the dragon. See you then.